Well, if you did close to 6 years, then they can't call you back now, right? I'm sure, infantryman, you've heard of Jocko Willenick, right? Yeah, if they're going for morale crushers, they don't care. Oh, dude, former Delta Force guy. Let me find you a link. Jocko is
one of my direct supporters,
great.
one of my guys that work for me.
There's a faceless. Alright, so this is going to unload in the middle. And following my other strats, because this is going to take either side, and I don't care. So then this can move down. Commander guy. First of all, you're a first-time chatter, so you get a hello.
Hello. How are you?
What I love most about it is that you can just ignore it, just like bots, trains, modules, and spidertrons. You know, Commander guy, I don't ignore trains, and I've recently started learning about modules. And I use bots primarily for construction and personal logistics, but you're 100%. I love that you can just ignore it. And that's my intent, is that I am going to just ignore it. I personally don't see the value in having loot chests. I know that's a derogatory term. Randomization in an engineering game. I know life is not an engineering game. But man, if I squish this all the way down, this is gonna look so freaking bad. This is so terribly bad. And my god, this is awful. This is the sort of crap Lycum would make. And you know it's bad because he never shows what he does. Alright, so the shortest I can do on this is gonna be this. Alright, I guess I can use it then. Ugh, it's still painful. And I need roboports in here. They need to be logistics roboports, though. Logistics mode. But you can't copy and paste that, so. Well, you're the only one that needs them anyways, right? I don't need this one. I just need one. Because you two are loaders, you don't get fuel at loading, you get fuel at unloading. Alright, what do I think about this design? I think it's functional. And I think for the 2 types that it supports, it's going to be fine. I also think it's not my best work. I have doubts. This is copper cable, and the cheat sheet actually has colors for produced items as well as naturally occurring items, which is kind of nice. Copper cable is 127, 65, and 47. That's not the copper cable though. This is. So this is going to be copper cable. I don't want to hear squat about, oh my god, putting copper cable on a train. That's the point. 127, 65, 47. That's not 127, 65, 47. And you are a copper cable loader. Oh, I didn't put any lamps in here. Let's see, where can I put a lamp in this? Nowhere. I didn't put any power poles in here. This thing doesn't frickin' work. Holy crap. This is a copper unloader. You're a copper unloader. You're a copper unloader. There we go. Copper unloader. Power poles. Kick me in the balls. Obviously, I could do this, but that wouldn't agree well with those inserters. Hi, kitty cat. I'm gonna be right back. Gotta chase my cat to the house. Hi, Agnes. BRB. So, this morning, it was kind of cool here in North Carolina. Nice. So, had the windows open, but I made the mistake of not closing them before like 11 or noon. So the air conditioner's not keeping up now. That's just before you joined. I said I don't want to hear shit about copper cable on a train. Oh man. But hey, it stacks to 200. Well, I can assure you there's only one judge I concern myself with. He's in the mirror. It's like somebody who has YouTube content one time was talking on some talk show or something. And they were talking about the comment that they get where people are like, oh, you could have done this better and you could have done that better, and you know, their opinion, or you did this wrong. And the person says, you know, I'm a creative type, and if you think you could judge me more harshly than I judge myself, you're mistaken. And that's how I've kind of played my stuff on the internet, and I've tempered back everything I say to other people too, because I was like, I was that asshole telling people they could do it better. Not that you're saying that, Ignis. I'm not implying that. But it's the sort of thing is that I have a design theme I'm following here, right? Where I'm putting everything. I'm following Dash's guidance when he did K2. Everything just goes on a small fast train. And so I've got these outposts that are doing everything to the extent that one belt can carry them. And that's what this is. Oh, Rolly Rolls thought it'd be funny. Oh yeah, I've done terrible stuff. Rolly Rolls. Did you have something for lunch that made you think you were silly? I don't really want to tuck this in here, but I really want to tuck this in here. So if I put this here, I can't put one here unless I play games. Get around Indianapolis. So I'm gonna put this here and then I'm gonna take it away, but it's just to see what would happen. Yeah, it would actually fit if I did that. So I'm gonna put it here. I'm gonna go down to Indianapolis, clean this out, got all that, and put it here. And that will give me room in the future if I need to tuck it in there, or when this is gone, I can build it there. Inserterless. Oh yeah, because you went with all loaders or something? Yeah, that's nuts. How did you run out already? You just need to go away. Oops, wrong button. Got there. Okay, so if I'm gonna put one of these here, Then I'm gonna put the other one. Well, if this is here, then the other one has to go here. And the T-junction has to go here. This needs to go away before I accidentally build it. Now, unfortunately for me, this doesn't fit here. It does fit here. Yes, good treat, huh? Alright, I'll let that build. I'm gonna summon my train. I need to make sure that these don't activate. Although this is the unloader, I don't need this to activate either. And I've got an extra thing here. I need my train. Build things. Base go boom. I'm out of stuffs. Why is it that they whatever? Power. Well, that's interesting. Why is it that hits there? Doesn't hit there. Is this thing not centered? I can't rotate it or flip it, but Test of what? Test of skills? Test of testes? No, it didn't freeze. Just you. So why would the power poles be different? That would be centered. Oh, because this three-way thing is not centered because I can't center it between 62 and a half. Or 32 and a half. Yeah. Oh, good. I'm glad I'm back for you. That's important that I be back for you. Okay, power, I totally screwed up. Good. Doesn't quite shut this train up though, does it? Now it's shut up. Now I can finish this track. Hey, there's a train coming. I'm gonna need you to build me a train. Let's see if this design works. I'd call that a yes, it does. Alright, so your first trip is here until you are full. Go. Or come. But you won't, because this isn't 16,000 yet. It's 1.8. Okay? Okay. Hi, kitty cat. Welcome back again. Yeah, that's Twitch being twitchy, huh? We're waiting to see if this train comes and loads so I can give it a... I'm gonna temporarily change this to like 6K. I can get the screen here. Good. Keep going. Come on. There we go. Now I need to... Well, if I had a destination for it, I'll create a fake destination for it. Thanks, Tom Burns, but no. Why are you trying to come here, you jerk? This is the unloader for this. And you would come to the unloader until you have empty cargo and inactivity. And then I blueprint you. You are a locomotive and a wagon with copper cable. By the way, I'm going to go do the same thing with iron sticks. Just so we're clear, I'm going to do the same thing with iron sticks. Just not right now. Right now I'm going to put Willow. I don't know that I'm familiar with Willow. Oh, it's a movie. American High Fantasy Adventure. Oh, Ron Howard. Could be. Oh, hi. You're such a good cat. Being stared at by the cat of greatness. She's already had a treat. She's been chased. And a belly rub. It's all good. Alright, so when I'm ready to do iron sticks, I'll just copy that design. For now, nah. Alright, so the one I'm going to do next, in this space right here, well, that was bullshit. Alright, got to put a radar down. next time in that part of town, I'll put a radar in there. Green chips, electronic circuits. I'm gonna get 2 of them. They stack to 200. They are a 3 input, 1 output item. In terms of belt usage, our highest belt usage item is copper cable, and that's our limiting factor. So iron plate and wood can be put on 1 belt. Copper cable cannot. It's gonna have to be on its own belt, and it needs to be high performance. And then the output is gonna be half a belt. So this is probably gonna be a lot like Christmas. No. Engines. It's probably gonna look almost the same as engines, although less of them. Now engines, in order to make it fit, I had to do little fiddle battles. And I probably kept it too far away from here, which caused me other problems like this bump. Or maybe not this bump, but you know. I redid this several times, and I'm looking at it now, and I could have done it better. So what's different about engines than most of my others is that it's got 2 unloaders on one side and 1 unloader on the other side. And then I do this blending, which was pretty challenging to figure out and kind of disgusting to look at. But it's good belt throughput. You're gonna end up going like this. You know, bugs, I'm gonna come out there and kill you. Because I gave you an entire pipe. I gave you an entire belt of pipes, just like I'm going to give you an entire belt of copper cables. Now, the question I'm mulling over here is, why didn't I use that bottom space? Why am I pushed off one here? I don't see any reason to be pushed off one here. Well, that seems wrong. Well, I think I can do this better. This is the more busy side, so let's start with this side. If this were down one, these would be down one. That'd be in the wiggle territory, which I'm not a fan of. Oh, okay. And that might be why I didn't bring this down, is because this puts me into wiggle territory, which I don't like at all. This is a wiggle. I don't like wiggles, they're way too easy to screw up. But no reason here not to do this. Of course, I'd love another way to do this part, but I don't see another way to get these two balanced correctly and cleanly with the rail in the way. Let's see. So we're going to be able to do 12. Per copper, so that's 4, 8, 12. So our height is going to look like this. Now, engines, a lot less consumption, so they're half the size. Which makes this stacker fit here, but not here. Not here. No. Not here. Now that stays that way, but this changes. You are wood, which is, that's something. What's the color for wood? There it is, 84, 44, 12. Somebody went through and did a lot of work here. 84, 44, 12. And then this is a wood unloader. Never thought, ever thought I would build that. And on this side, I seem to have missed the station, which was kind of the point. This is a copper cable unloader, which I have done before. I need to look at the color. 47, 65, 47. I've already got somebody who wants to be here. So this is the basic silhouette. And it'll work. But it's very short, and I don't think it has room for a stacker. And that's just your standard loader. Now your output looks like this, and I plan to redo these belts. So I looked at those belts and they were almost okay, except for, no lamp, but I can't fit one in there anyways. So you're going to accept copper here, and you're going to accept iron and wood from here, and that should be fine. In terms of inserters, the red inserter is going to pull fine here, and the blue inserter is going to pull fine here. But in looking at this, I think I can do this part better so that I have less kludgy here. Like, no reason not to move this up here. I mean, it still works. You can still grab it. I think one of the things I did on steel right here was I flipped it. And I think that's a pattern I want to continue. So what I've got here, I want to be able to flip it good. I don't want it identical. Let's whack all of this. And then see if this makes a difference here, because this shouldn't even matter. Right? So you're going to feed number 2. You're going to feed number 1. And I'm doing that because I want this belt to come down here. But why not have it come all the way down and do this? Because now that I no longer have this pinch point, I think I can make this better. Said everyone ever. So you would go like that. You can come here and stop. So you're going all the way down here. Yeah, you're not quite right, huh? You're not right in the head, mate. But the other way was flippable, and this is not. So what did the other way look like? That out of there, because we're not doing that here. Probably need to get rid of that stacker on that one too. Oh, it wasn't flippable. Okay. But the other design I had just a minute ago was flippable. Ignoring the middle. How could I make this so that it can be flipped and it won't care? Well, to be flipped, it would need to do the same thing on both sides. I don't know if that's actually physically possible, is it? Because I have belt adjustments. So on both sides, the inside, the closest one needs to go in. But if that happens, then this can't happen. Darn it, I had one that I thought was flippable, and now I've changed it. Oops, wrong button. So if I took the first one and ran it in right away, then the challenge is that this is empty because the first one is not run right away. But if I took 1 and 3 instead of 1 and 2, what would that look like? Just for giggles. So let's save this off, of course. Delete everything, of course. Take 1 and run it in here, take 3 and run it in here. What did I do with steel here that was different? Well, that's steel. And steel can be flipped if I get rid of this. Except for where it crosses all the way over. Yeah, because steel doesn't have cross-pollination. Steel can be flipped. So that's not quite a valid comparison there. So we're saying that on this one, the right-hand side is that. You would have to go in here. And you would be going in here. What does flip even look like in this context? Well, I missed one of these entirely, so that helps. So far, so good. I need to get material over here and over here. Pathways I have to do it are these, which isn't quite what I was thinking I would do. I mean, I have to make a shift at some point, right, in order for it to be at the same point. It's easy to do them on the same side, but so you would have to come from here, and you would have to come from here. That's just a given. So far, those are all identical. Which is bad. Okay. Because you're bringing information over this way. I think I'm wasting my time here, and I should just go to a simple thing and assume that the bottoms are different. And that everything else is the same. That's what I think. But that's going to make a really long run on these, and that I don't like. That's a problem. So this one should run all the way across to here. And this, oh, I see. If I do that, you're really quickly getting used, and then you're really longly getting used. So then the opposite of that should happen here. This one should come way over here, and this one should be really short. Obviously, I've got a little cleanup to do right here. And then this should be this one. And then this should be this one. And what that does in terms of in terms of material flow, is it says that this one's close and this one's far, but this one's far and this one's close. And then for these, this one's far and this one's close, and then this one's far and this one's close. Now ideally these outside ones would be close, but that doesn't make a good balance either. So we're in good shape here. Now, as far as this goes, I reconfigured this down here. If we grab what's around a power pole, and then we replicate that from power pole to power pole, now we're flipping it. Cleaning all this out. Cleaning. Our output is in the middle. Yes. And then this is exactly opposite of how we want this to be. These are backwards. I need these to be the other way around. Because I want to be able to pull that belt at the top. I want the output belt to be as close to the assembly as possible. And this is a live belt, and this is an underbelt. And so I guess it's a moot point here, because that's where I'm fitting. Yeah, just shove it inside. Shove it inside. Thanks, Faceless.
is alright.
Thanks for the follow, Blitcher. Appreciate that. I'm playing in America. Yeah, I guess this is as close as that's gonna get. I can't move this down anymore without having some awkwardness there. So that all that work to get that one belt. Also, that's wrong. That's the output belt. Moot point because this thing sticks up too high. Alright, but anyhow, that is a green circuit build. Of which I will need several. 73, 123, 21. Oh, that's too tight. I didn't want that. Why did I do that? I put this too close to the bottom. So we are considering the possibility that we will put another one of these here. And if we do, that puts a T-junction right here. Right? And that means that we can't use that intersection spot, and we don't want to use the one next to it, but we can use the one down one from it, which is this. And of course we have some creep to deal with, so let's go get our train. Pick me up here, buddy. Again, I'm dealing with a really tiny frickin' base, and I don't like that. What could I have done to make this longer? Process more. Well, I would have had to have made it wider. What the heck did I do? Pasted the wrong thing here, folks. Alright, I'll just delete all this. Oh, this thing's built one too far. Oh yeah, I had to push it one far out for that. I always seem to need one of these boxes. Go, bots, go. Oh, I forgot about power poles correctly. And I forgot about underbelts. And I forgot about power. Hi, Bob. Chat like to hear a horribly sad story about a failed athletic endeavor of mine. Well, I'm not chat, although sadness is not part of my preferred repertoire. Although failure can be a good teacher. I think that's all of it. That was interesting. Hang up on something and it immediately calls right back. Red inserts. You get in here. Well, I guess I can sit here and turn it on and see what it does. I should get some trains. Alright, let's see if we get a green circuit. Funny for everyone but you. Just putting in my practice basket as one does in an attempt to get better. And well, today I pulled both left. I putted on my practice basket as one does in an attempt to get better. And well, today I putted both left and right-handed. My right, the one I have for practice, made a whoop 35% of the 80 putt sample, 20 putts at 10, 15, 25. Left hand made about 65%. Wow, that's a lot of green circuits. Holy bats. Why are you red? You don't have enough copper cable. You are eating the copper cable, but you're not supposed to. You need one belt of iron, or of copper cable. Hey! Oh, I have screwed this up. Oh my god, Ethel. Go away. Go away. Don't come back. This is not the same. This needs a dedicated copper unloading line on each side. This just needed a pipe and they could share. This is not that. This needs to be quite different than that. If you're gonna have the same output, which it would be nice if you did, your output would be either here or it would be here. One of the three. Your input is going to be here. And it's going to be here. So you'll actually look a lot more like this steel, I think. Yeah. Yeah, you look a lot more like steel than you will anything else. So let's go from power pole to power pole, which is what I usually do. Grab the entire machine. I'm gonna grab one more because of that underbelt there. So this is what we're looking at here. How does this even come close to lining up here? Ah, there. So what this does is we're going to get copper cable here and copper cable here, just like we're getting iron and iron on the other one. We're going to get, instead of just coke, this is the output. Instead of just stuffing things, we're going to get huff and puff. Apologies for the hard to see. So that's going to change this because now it's got to be wider. So all this has to go away. And you need to get out of here. And I need a scrap train. Yeah, I don't know how, but maybe the worst putter on Earth right now. For perspective, I've lost many putting contests to people who it was their first day picking up a disc, and those were on my decent putting days. Well, Bob, my suggestion is this concept called consultant. Somebody can look at what you're doing and go, aha, something you can't see right now because you're only looking at what you're doing wrong. Now that's just my opinion. I could be wrong. No. What are you doing back here? Go away. Fudge. Just bugger off, you. Listen here. I like that hat, by the way. You don't get the reference. It's from Mock the Week. Full cargo. Just easy now. I gotta get rid of all this garbage. A lethal putter. Well, the person doesn't have to be local, Bob. One of the things that Tim Ferriss pioneered, who's a book author, 4-Hour Body, 4-Hour Chef, Tools of Titans, which is probably his best work ever, which is where he's interviewing other people. Tim Ferriss demonstrated that what you can do is find a coach who's willing to do a Skype call or a video call, or even let them send you a video, let you send them a video of what you're doing, or you can set it up on a tripod and then they watch, and then they can send you back an analysis. So, you know, doesn't have to be local. You can get talent from anywhere. Go find the best teacher, not the best player, the best teacher or the best coach, and send them an email and send them what you just sent me and say, are you available to look at what I'm doing and give me some advice? And they'll say $500 for sure. It won't be that much, but you know, there will be a fee. Why haven't you come back yet? Why haven't you come back yet? This destination is not full. It's hard-coded to be 1. See? Well, that's my suggestion, Bob. If you've already done it all, then, you know. The other possibility is that you, The other possibility is that you film yourself and then watch your own video, possibly with someone else who plays the game, so that you can talk about what you're doing. What I'm talking about here is that you film yourself doing the action, and then you invite a friend or a few over, and you explain to them what you're doing, and they explain to you what they see, and then collectively you become experts. If you will, you become analysts. Analysts. if you're into that sort of thing. Or just yourself, but other people's perspectives is going to be very valuable to you. I'm just cleaning up a mess. on its way back. Alright, well, that cleans that up. I'm gonna run away. Hi, kitty cat. Meow, with a big yawn. Hi. Turn off my bots. And then go redesign this. Face scratch. BRB. Thanks, Mayhem. Well, Bob, I stick to my suggestion. Film yourself. Alright, so, if this is what this is going to look like. And that's 12. 12's got to be 4 wide. I've got to capture this loading section down here. Well, it's just physics and motor control, Bob, but it's mostly mindset. But if that's what you swear, then, as Einstein said, whether you believe the universe is friendly or not, you're right. So let's just pretend that this one was doing this. Well, not only is it possible, it's actually happening. So if that's the reality, take actions to adjust. Right, so this is the output. The output is here. So this is an input. Oh, UPS guy is here delivering a package. Be right back. All right. Amazon Pharmacy is fantastic. So this doesn't work here. We do have a track. We do have an unloader. Let's line those up. Now this is interesting here because we're no longer in the realm of being able to sustain this. Because pipe didn't need this level of performance. It's 1 for 12. Well, I got 12 right here. What I'm essentially saying here is that I need a copper unloader, a copper cable unloader on each side in order to be able to do this. Or what I'm saying is that I'm just going to have a 1-1 thing, like, not even like this, where it's just straight across. Kind of like this is. Because this is essentially a 1-1. And I don't really want to go like that, but I don't have a choice. I would have to go 3 wide in order to get the loader. This will make for a difficult setup. How do? Either it's narrow and short, or it's a little bit wider and more complicated. How do I do the unloading of wagons? This only gets me 4 belts at max. Which means I would have to put a copper cable unloader on each side. Then I can't make that evaluation of Bob's mental state. Maybe Bob expects a lot from himself. I'm going well, Llama Boy. How are you? As my brain is playing through the permutations on this, I'm looking at this going, you know, to do this correctly, what I'm going to need to do, I can keep the loader. But what I'm going to need to do is, just perfection, Bob? Is that all you're expecting, is perfection? Consistency, maybe? Well, then you have some sort of deficiency you need to address. Another thing that comes to mind, Bob, is going to someone in the physical therapy world and getting their input on your muscle skeletal positioning and movements. You could also try drinking excessive amounts of alcohol. Wouldn't do diddly squat for your putting. But it is something you could do. I'm about tired of this music. So now that I've placed this here, I'm realizing that in order to make this work, I'm going to have to put one of each of these on either side. And then figure out how to do the unloading and the merging and the balancing and the thing of things. Well, Bob, what you need to do is keep talking about it. Talk about it to everybody who will listen. Talk about it to the dog and to the car door. But be willing to listen when other people talk about it. This would get this as close as possible, but that's not what I'm looking for. Ignore the filter inserters, they're wrong. You won't be triggering. I'll just leave you here. I will make you in my new format style position. So, if that's what happens there, and it is, then my problem is multi-leveled. First of all, I need to get this here. I am pretty certain this is going to have to move up some, and that these are going to need to move up some. The copper cable is not really a problem. That's not where my focus is here. The problem is blending iron and wood. So I want this to be copper, and this has to be copper. Now, if I follow the same philosophy as I had on the others, then this really needs to go here, like to the farthest here. And that needs to go there. And that needs to go there, and that needs to go there. Yeah. So that right there is fantastic. I love this. I'm all on board for this. Well, I had someone ask me how I've been sleeping. It occurs to me sleep might explain part of my today's mayhem. 5 hours a night. Well, 4 is if you're not physically if you're not physically and mentally doing that type of work. 4 is an acceptable amount with a nap during the day. 6 is about all a human really needs. But it has to be 6 restful hours, not go to bed, watch TV, and then get up. So the thing here is that these have to come across and blend. So these two belts yeah, this doesn't even come close to working, but then I need a frickin' wiggle, and I frickin' hate frickin' wiggles. I want to have to put a frickin' wiggle in here. Even worse than that, it's a double wiggle. So that's going to be somehow you're gonna come here And you're gonna split and collide. Or not. You're gonna do this here. So I could do this one belt lower, or one belt more shallow. Maybe two if I was willing to make this a little uglier. If this belt came straight across here, it would get to here and it would do the same thing as what it's doing now. So then this goes away. Now if all this was moved up one, this belt could come here. And I've done away with a wiggle. Granted, it's doing a bump now, which is statistically shit. El Garbaggio. But this fails me here. Because you would need to come across here and turn at the last second. Or this gets pushed off one. That doesn't solve anything. I thought it would let me push that down one, but no. Hey. Now I don't like that. It's not clear that that's what I'm doing. I can't do it in any place that I like any better. Alright, music changes. No Jocko podcast. We're not gonna watch that. Well, this is functional. The issues I have with it are kind of trivial, but there they are. In the interest of keeping this belt set as short as possible, interest in having things consistent. If we put this back to the way it was, where it was tied up against it. Would it be a mirror? For the most part, yeah. Not excited to produce this. Physically, size-wise, it's really wide, which I do not like. I don't like the idea of having these things go wide like that. This one I don't like either. It's as wide as that, huh? It's as wide as gears. I'd rather it was tall and narrow, gave me the room to go in between, because I've got every one of these junctions on this bus as an intersection. The fewer I have of those. One asked me how it's yeah, I read that, sorry. Is there a way to run this taller? Not really. I'd have to run the rails right next to each other. That's not good for me. Although, Bob, there is the thought about getting drunk as something that causes your muscles to relax. The sort of almost hangover from the day before, but it's dangerous. Alright, well, this is the best I'm going to do in the space I have, so let's